Olá, bom dia a todos. Com muita alegria que iniciamos hoje esse dia muito especial, principalmente para os nossos professores da área de inglês. Nesse dia nós contaremos com a contribuição preciosa, não é, da nossa professora, né, que vem conversar conosco diretamente da Ucrânia, Olga, que com certeza compartilhará os seus conhecimentos, a sua experiência conosco, experiência única e que, graças ao mundo globalizado, internet e tudo mais, teremos a oportunidade de aprender. Então, assim, hoje será um dia muito produtivo, de muita aprendizagem, pessoal. Agradeço a todos que contribuíram para que este evento acontecesse, para que nós pudéssemos compartilhar a nossa experiência e a experiência da Olga. E para isso, o meu agradecimento especial à nossa PCNP Márcia, que sempre inovação, criatividade, ousadia no fazer. Então, obrigada, Márcia, por trabalhar e trazer esse espírito inovador, esta vontade do novo a todo momento. Isso é muito importante para a nossa diretoria, para os nossos professores e nossos alunos no final dessa cadeia, né, de aprendizagem. Jucimeire, Liana da Coped, muito obrigada por prestigiarem nosso trabalho, as diretorias, não é, de José Bonifácio, Ourinhos, Itararé, Piracicaba, Piaí, Miracatu, a todos vocês, sejam muito bem-vindos à nossa formação, e é uma alegria e um prazer trabalhar com outras diretorias, né? Até mesmo professores do Rio de Janeiro também presentes conosco neste momento. Então, a todos, um ótimo dia, uma ótima manhã de aprendizagem. Sinto-me muito feliz pela oportunidade e agradeço a todos. Bom, agora vou deixá-los, não é, com a Márcia Couto, que será a nossa interlocutora, para que realmente, com a Olga, nós possamos trazer e aprender uma nova estratégia para atuarmos no ensino remoto. Então, vamos lá, que neste momento o que nos interessa é a inovação, são as novas estratégias, chamarmos os nossos alunos para estas novas possibilidades que o ensino remoto está nos oferecendo. Então, vamos lá? Um bom dia a todos, pessoal. Está sem o microfone, Márcio. Está mudo.
Muito obrigada, Mara, pelas suas palavras. Com muita alegria que eu recebo todos esses professores. Nós temos professores de todas, várias partes do estado de São Paulo hoje, então é com imensa alegria que nós vamos começar, então, essa oficina, ok? And now, we're going to present a great teacher that I have the opportunity to meet her at TESOL 2020. It was a virtual session this year because of this pandemic situation around the world in Brazil. And there I could have the opportunity to learning a new resource. And then I would like to turn it over to teacher Olga Lizak. Then she's going to present herself. Okay, thank you very much. And now it's up to you.
Okay, so good morning, everyone. My name is Olga. Unfortunately, I cannot see you all, but I can read your messages in the chat. So I'm going to ask you some questions during my presentation. You are welcome to participate and to give your answers. So I'm going to turn on screen demonstration and I will show you the presentation. Yeah, and in such way we can start. Okay, just a second. Okay, So I'm going to tell you about TubeQuizard, which is a tool for creating interactive gap fill quizzes for any subtitled YouTube video. This site was created by one teacher from Russia. Her name is Olga Sergeyeva, and also her husband, who is a programmer, helped her create this site. Once I visited her webinar, it was very interesting. That's why when I decided to apply for TESOL 2020, I prepared this webinar about TubeQuizard, and I hope you find it useful too. Here is the address, tubequizard.com. Oops. You can enter it now if you are from your laptop or notebook, because we are going to practice, and I will ask you to do some things on this site, to search for something and so on, so that you can get some practical skills today. But if you can't do it now, I hope you will have the recording of my session, and you will be able to watch it later. Okay, so now a few words about me. I come from Ukraine, and I live in its capital, Kiev. I'm sure you don't know much about the city. That's why I prepared some photos. Yeah, you can look at it. It's a beautiful city. Regarding me, I have been working as a teacher of English for more than 12 years. And I used to teach at university. I was an associate professor for about 10 years, and I received my PhD degree in 2015. But a year ago, I decided to resign. Now I work for myself. I'm a private tutor, and I give lessons online. I mainly work with adult learners, and I teach them business English, general English, and also I prepare them for international exams. That's all about me. Now we turn to the plan of our today's webinar. First, we'll discuss the use of authentic videos in the classroom. What are the advantages, disadvantages, what can be difficult about it? Next, we are going to explore the functions of TubeQuizard. After that, you will try to create your own quiz, and at the end there will be a Q&A, but you can ask your questions during my presentation. I will try to answer them. Maybe Marcia will read your questions to me, because now I cannot see the chat. I only see my presentation. Good. So I'm going to show you a part of a video. This is an interview with a famous singer Ed Sheeran. And there is a question. Watch the video and think which age and level of students you could use it for. As I know, you come from different backgrounds, and maybe some of you teach older students, some of you have younger students, yeah? So let's watch, and you can write your answer in the chat.
I have to say congratulations. You were nominated for 2 Grammys. And I also have to say I am outraged that you were not nominated for Album of the Year or Song of the Year. I cannot believe that was not nominated for Song of the Year. I mean,
I think, you know, like my outlook on it is like, it's just some years you have your year and some years you don't have your year, and maybe this year isn't my year.
Well, that song, I mean, it did not leave my head. I mean, ever.
But that's the point. That's where you win. That's where the validation comes from, where you actually see genuine people enjoying the songs and stuff like that.
Okay, that's enough. I'm going to pause my screen demonstration, and can you please write your ideas in the chat as for what age and level of students you think you could use it for?
Please,
please
teachers,
be
you
active.
can write your yeah, please, teachers, you can write your comments on the chat. You can, there is a message here from a friend of mine, and there are teachers from many parts of São Paulo, Ourinhos, Piauí. There is There is a message. Lovely friends here, so good be with you. There is another one here from another friend of mine. It's great to see colleagues from different places. Thank you very much, Jusimeire, for coming, Liana. And right, teachers, please, your message, your comments. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I
Yes,
see some.
Olga. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I see some commands. Teens, 15 years old. That's right. 9th grade, depending on how old they are in your 9th grade. High school, yeah. So probably for elementary students, yeah, for primary school, this video is going to be complicated. Yeah, good. Okay. And there is one more question. Just a second. The question is, what can be the advantages? Oh my God, something went wrong. Just a moment. Yeah, and there is one more question to you. What can be the advantages and disadvantages or potential difficulties of using authentic videos in the classroom? Please write your ideas in the chat so that others can read them. Maybe Marcia can read the most interesting comments to me. And I'm going to share my point of view. So as for the advantages, of course, authentic videos give our students chance to hear to authentic, live, natural language. Of course, they are motivating and interesting to our students because YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, they are full of the videos. So this is the environment that our learners actually live in. But I'm sure that as one of the disadvantages can be mentioned the fact that videos can be quite complicated for understanding in terms of listening. And sometimes you can prepare some activities for students, but understand that they have trouble understanding what was said in the video, and in such way your activities will not work. I'm going to show with you one metaphor which was created by Richard Caldwell. It is called greenhouse garden jungle metaphor. What does it mean? The greenhouse, this is the language that is very clear, where every word is pronounced separately. There is no accent, no reduction of the sounds, and so on. And sometimes we have this language in the books, in students' books, in course books, but even not always. Most commonly, we have the garden. Garden, this is like normal speech. But jungle, this is what we have in unprepared speech. And I'm sure that you know that unprepared speech has such features as repetition. There can be not full sentences. People can correct themselves, pronounce the words not so clearly. There can be a number of accents that can be difficult for our students to understand. And now we'll look at why it happens and what to do with it, and how TubeQuizard can help you in this situation.
Olga, before you continue, there are some comments coming from the audience. Very, very, very interested. So I just want to ask you just to read. For example, first of them, there is a message. There is a comment here. The advantage is authentic listen. Another comment from Liana is it's a part of student life, but there is disadvantage too. The accent and difficult vocabulary. And teacher Shirley Rodriguez is saying that advantage is authentic material, and the disadvantage, students level must be careful taking into consideration. There is another one here from teacher Andrea Harada, as well as the accent and vocabulary too. And there is another comment here, come from Piracicaba. We can explore the multicultural dimensions of the language. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. We can learn more about the culture of the world, or that country that we want to focus on. Yeah, absolutely. And now some insights into why it can be so difficult for students to understand authentic speech. And I have prepared for you 2 comments. I'm going to read them. The first is that myriad problems with understanding occur not because students lack vocabulary or general content knowledge. Rather, they occur because learners don't know how known words sound when they are put together in connected speech. Which is true, yeah, because in textbooks, new words are usually presented separately, sometimes in a sentence, but students don't always have chance to hear how they may sound and how they may change if the speech is very quick. And another quote says that there are unstressed words in a sentence, for example, auxiliary verbs, articles, prepositions, pronouns, conjunctions, and particles. Function words are very important. They signal the grammar of the sentence, but because they are unstressed, they can be extremely difficult for students to hear in connected speech. Also important to a grammar curriculum are word endings, for example, the plural, verb, comparative, and participle endings. I'm sure that you will agree with me that very, very seldom in textbooks we have exercises which help students practice listening to these, to function words, to pronouns, prepositions, and so on. But they are very important because they will be definitely present in every sentence. They're used to create chunks of the language, and I'm sure that if you take the sentence I've been, if you tell it to your students very quickly, they will hear just I've been without this v, because it becomes reduced. And the same happens when they're listening to actual language in the interview or some song and so on. Also, I'm sure that you heard about researcher John Field, who did an interesting study with function words. And he found that second language listeners identified function words significantly less accurately than content words. Even among high-level learners, function words were likely to be missed or only approximately matched. Oh, and below there is a quote. You can read it yourself. I will not read it aloud. This means that the typical tasks that we give our students for listening, like true, false, or multiple choice, choose ABC, they rather test listening but don't teach listening, because they don't teach how these words that students hear or have difficulty hearing may sound in connected speech. Now, how TubeQuizard can help us in solving this problem. TubeQuizard has a collection of videos which are grouped according to some grammar function or grammar point in it. For example, you can find videos which contain past tenses, conditionals, articles, and so on. That's why while working with these videos, you can practice not only and focus not only on the content of the video, but also on the language of the video, and teach learners how to recognize these structures when listening. Now we are moving to the site, because I'm going to show you how everything works. So this is the site. If you have your laptops or computers next to you, you can do the same, maybe you can now just watch and then practice at home with all these functions. So we will start with this. This is quiz collection. In quiz collection, there is a number of videos. You can see that there are a lot, focusing on different aspects of the language. For example, here we can see the video with past simple, with present perfect, modals, comparative adjectives, and so on. But also you can find videos that contain some pronunciation features, for example, silent letters, reduction, and so on. All the videos are grouped in categories. And here you can see level from A2 to C2, type, There can be grammar for listeners, pronunciation for listeners, and so on. Also category. You can choose videos from business English, business, education, entertainment, film, and so on. So let's try to find this video, which is an interview with Ed Sheeran that I showed you. I click on grammar for listeners and entertainment. And here I will scroll a bit down and I have this video and I have some information about it. Yeah, that it's contains some grammar points. There is the focus of the video is entertainment. It's about narrative tenses, and there is 31 items of these tenses in the video. And now I can click on it, and we will see what we can do with it.
Olga,
Yeah.
there is a comment here. I just want to ask you before you continue. Liana is asking if it's possible to share with us your presentation.
Yes, of course.
This video is going to be recorded, so it's no problem. They can watch many times as they want to, but I think it's possible. What do you think,
of course, it's
Olga?
possible. I will send my
Okay.
presentation. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Good. So what we see now, we see a quiz, which is a text with some gaps. And the task for students is to listen and to fill in the gaps. Yeah, for example, I can write something.
Hey, tell me what
Then
happened
I
to
can
you.
check.
I saw pictures
Yeah, we
of
see
you
that
with broken arms and things.
we see that it's wrong, and the correct answer is what happened. And also the interesting thing is that every line is clickable.
On your way to the pub, not on your way from the pub.
No, I was skiing in, and I can't ski, so if anytime you're going to break your arm.
Yes, so you can click on every line. A student can click on every line if he or she needs to repeat it. And it's possible to check every answer, or if you scroll down at the end of this test, yeah, it's possible to calculate score. So basically, what students do with it, yeah, it can be at home or in the classroom. You give them this quiz, and the task for them is to listen and to write the right answers. And during this, you can discuss how these past forms can sound. For example, happened, yeah, how this ed ending can sound, can be pronounced in different words. But that's not all. Also, we can click here, go to all quizzes based on this video. And if I click here, I will see that the video is the same, yeah, but there is a number of other quizzes that were created automatically. For example, some of them are related to singular and plural nouns, some of them contractions, past simple, superlative, adjectives, and so on. And this number, this is about how many examples of this grammar structure or of this word we can see in the video. Or this was go to all quizzes here, or we can edit the quiz. When we edit the quiz, the most important thing is here. It is called trim the video, or we can cut the video. Yeah, we can make it shorter. For example, this video lasts about 4 or 5 minutes. It can be a bit too long for our students. Yeah, that's why I can cut it, for example, to 2 minutes. Yeah, it will start at the beginning and it will last 2 minutes only instead of 4. So I click on search, and the site automatically created the video which is shorter. I wanted you to practice and to do this part of video, but Marcia, is it possible that I send you the link and the teachers will see it somehow and try to do the quiz now, or you think it's...
I think it's a good idea if you send here on the comments, you have on your left, on the right, you have you can put the link there, and after they can, for example, do this. What do you think,
I can
Olga?
write to you in the chat because I cannot write where we have comments. Yes, so here it's a bit longer.
Yeah, no, you can. Wait a minute. Yeah, you can write. No, I can put you. I can put
Okay.
there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the link. I'm going to put the link here. This is the link of the video, right, Olga?
Yeah. No, it's broken into. Okay, wait a minute.
Broken in the parts,
I'll
right?
cut it. Wait a minute. Okay, I'll cut it.
Okay, okay. So I think it's so long.
Yeah.
So long.
We can shorten the links using the site shorturl.add, which I'm going to do now, and I will send it to you again. So this short one.
Okay, so I'm going to put again. That's it. It's better, Olga.
Yeah.
So now teachers that are.
The link is okay there, right?
Okay, so.
So what I
link
what I
is here.
suggest now is that please open this link and try to do the quiz. It's not very long. Yeah, there are only 6 questions.
So teachers, I have just I have just put the link on the chat, so you can do the exercise Olga is asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can tell the score, how many answers you got correctly, or in general, if what's your impression, how you find working with it. So we'll wait some seconds, for you to have time to do this. And if you have some questions now, please write them in the chat. I can read them now.
So teachers, this is the opportunity to talk with our special guest today. If you have questions, you can write on the comments.
Probably they are listening.
So we have teachers, Olga, from Franca. There is a teacher here from Franca. It's Pedro. Franca, I think Franca is a city. It's very famous here in São Paulo. I think it's very famous because of the shoes.
Okay.
Yeah. Women love the city, right, Pedro? I want to go there to know the city. But teachers, let's how to say what and do this exercise, and you can write your comments here. Teacher, no. Supposed to watch the video to answer. It will take some time. What do you think,
you
Olga?
can have this. You can have 1 or 2 minutes. There are 6 questions only, so it's okay. Take your time.
So the teacher, teacher Jacques. Jacques is a very, do you know Jacques? Jacques here, it's a very popular teacher that has a wonderful, I think it's Jacqueline, right? Is not Jacqueline. Where are you from, Jacqueline? Now I think Jacqueline is responsible for a school in Suzano, right, Jacqueline? Jacqueline is telling that is right. Wrote that the link is okay. I think Jacqueline is our coordinator. He's responsible for one of our school in Suzano. That's it. Yes.
Okay. Anyway, you can save that link and practice later. Yeah. Then we will move on. Yeah. Type your answer and check if it is correct. Exactly. That's what you need to do. Okay. So let's move on. So again, if you want to share the quiz with your students, you can send them the link. As you saw, the link is very long. That's why I use this site. It's called shorturl.at. Yeah, and if here you paste a long URL, it cuts it automatically, as you saw, as I did in the messages. So this is one option to send the link, for example, if you are working online with your students. Another is to print. You must press the combination Ctrl+P or Command+P if you are on Mac. And we have this quiz in the form of a worksheet, which is very convenient if you have a face-to-face class. Yeah, then you can just print it and hand it out to students. And for example, you watch the video together, yeah, in the class, and each of them can write their answers and then compare. Then you will check them and so on. So it's very convenient, and the worksheet looks good, has good quality. Okay, and there is one more function here. You can search for the videos. Yes, so I click Ctrl+F, a combination Ctrl+F or Command+F if it is on Mac, and I see this small tab, and here I can write some grammar point that I want to find. For example, I write articles. Yeah, and I see that there are some hits. And what I need is now highlighted in the text, in the page. I can also go down, yeah, and see that there are 2 more quizzes on articles. Or the same, I can write present perfect. And I see that there are 8 or that there are 9 results, yeah, and here present perfect is highlighted. And I can move down. Yeah, here present perfect and so on. So you need to press the combination Ctrl+F, but you will have this information in the presentation I'm going to give you. Yes, so it's okay if you don't remember now. We've discussed this first, yeah, which is quiz collection, which is the collection of pre-prepared quizzes for students. But sometimes you may have some interesting video that you want to work with in the class with your students. So you can create a quiz for the video that you found on the internet. This must be a video from YouTube, and this video must have subtitles. So now I'm going to show you, how to search for subtitled videos on YouTube. So I'm opening YouTube. Oh, actually, I have already written it. For example, I want to find a video on globalization, but if I need it with subtitles, I need to add this CC to my search. Yeah, so you write the keyword globalization or global warming or whatever you need, or food, CC. And in such way, you will find videos with subtitles. And I like this video from Explainity channel. So I click here.
Grammarly.
Oops, it's advertising. And I can also check if this video has not automatic, yeah, but the subtitles that were created by the author of this video. And if I click here on the 3 dots, here, just a moment. I don't know why it's not working now, but you're supposed to click on these 3 dots and check. Maybe because it's still advertising running.
Does
Wait a
more
minute.
than
Let
catch
me skip
errors.
it.
With Grammarly, you can find really good.
Okay, so the video has begun. No, still not working. I don't know why. Okay, but by clicking these three dots, you can check if there is if the subtitles for this video are not automatically created, yeah, because these automatic subtitles, they often have mistakes. But if the video has normal subtitles. So what I do now, I click this URL and I paste it here, YouTube video URL.
There is a
Yeah.
question here. I think you can answer to this teacher. What's written on 3 dots? I think she
On
didn't
3 dots, it's nothing is written,
got it.
but here it's like, oh, in Russian it means to see the subtitles, and I was supposed to click here and to see them, but I don't know what happened. Or maybe, another option for you is to click on this, I don't know how it's called, this kind of circle, yeah? And here it's in Russian, but here it's written subtitles. It will be written in your language or in English. And here I can see English, and English created automatically. So we need English, yeah? If the video has this kind of subtitle, then it's okay, it's suitable for us. If the video has only automatic subtitles, it's not suitable for us because these subtitles contain a lot of mistakes usually. Did I answer the question, Marcia? So you can
Olga?
don't,
Yes.
yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah.
No. Did you understand, teacher Jacqueline? Can you write? Oh, it's okay. It's here. Oh, it shows some symbols I didn't understand. Now I see. Thanks.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think
So
now she got it.
okay, so you can forget about 3 dots just here where you have this sign. You can check it. Okay, so I have pasted my URL here and I click on create quizzes. And I see many quizzes that were created automatically. And they all have different focus, such as singular, plural nouns, comparative adjectives. There is the top 50 word, 52 word chunks, and so on. Yeah, so many. And again, this number shows how many items of each point will be present. So let's look at the first, where we have singular and plural nouns. I click on it and I see the quiz, yeah, which was created automatically. The teacher doesn't have to do anything like create these gaps or blanks, which makes it very easy, I guess. And you can also edit the quiz to make it shorter. Here you have it, trim the video, but we've already discussed it, yeah? For example, you can make it start from 1 minute and the duration will be 2 minutes only. It will be shorter, yeah? And now the quiz has become shorter and easier for students. So that's up to you. Yeah, so we've looked at this, how to train with your video. You find a link to an interesting video on YouTube. Check if it has subtitles and then work with this section of the site, train with your video. Again, if there are some questions, you can write and Marcia will tell me and I will answer.
There is another one. I think teacher Jacqueline is doing this with you at the same time you are doing with the teachers. So can we edit it when we finish? I think her question is, when you finish doing this, it's possible to edit after you finish?
After I finish what? Finish the quiz?
For example, you prepare everything, you prepare the quiz. Yeah. I think you finish the quiz. Can you edit it after this?
Edit if in the meaning.
You can,
No, I
for
think you
example,
should edit the quiz before you want somebody to do it. Yeah, because by adding a quiz, you can just cut it. You can make it shorter. So I think it doesn't make sense doing full quiz and then cutting it to 2 minutes. So I think you should first edit the quiz if you want it, if you need it. Maybe you don't need it, if or send it to a student as it is.
I think there is another one. Just
Okay.
this, for example, we are preparing. We watched a video. Then we are organizing this quiz to kind of students. Then you
Okay.
have to re-edit. So you have to
Yeah, of course.
reorganize it. I think it's possible, right?
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. Yeah, so you can do, it's just a link, so you can do with it basically what you want as many times as you want. So you can do it with one group of students as a full version, and then with another group of students to edit and to make it as a shorter version. I hope I understood your question correctly. Yeah, if not, you can ask me again.
No, I think it's okay.
Okay, good. So we are moving to the last section of this site. It is called Search in Subtitles. It helps you to write some word. For example, I don't know, I can write the word channel. Yeah, and it will find all the videos with the word channel, but probably I don't need just videos with the word, with one word. Yeah, I will need videos that contain some grammar structure or some pronunciation feature that I need. That's why I would recommend you to use these menus. If you click on Grammar for Listeners, you will have a long list of grammar tenses and grammar structures to choose from. Yeah, present simple, past simple, present continuous, and so on. Or
Olga, I just have another
yeah,
comment here. If you change, for example, you re-edit, you reorganize this quiz, the link of this quiz will for sure change, right?
yeah.
Will
So
be
you will
fast.
have a new link. Yes, that's right.
Okay, that's it, teacher Jacqueline.
Yeah. Okay, so we can use we can choose from grammar for listeners. We can choose from pronunciation for listeners. Disappearing sounds, 2-word chunks, 3-word chunks, linking sounds. Yeah. We can choose from vocabulary in context, but as for vocabulary in context, it's a bit complicated, yeah, because if you're learning, for instance, the topic food with your students, it will be very hard to find one video that will contain the names of the food or fruit and vegetables that you are now learning with students, yeah. That's why here it's mainly academic word list, which you can use for preparing for exams, international exams or state exams. So mainly, or grammar in context, but I think it's almost the same. So mainly you can use these two, grammar for listeners and pronunciation for listeners, and choose the grammar that you are now learning. It's also possible to filter the videos by channel. For example, I can choose videos related to business, education, entertainment, and so on. There is a long list. Alternatively, there is a list of YouTube channels, such as TED Talks, Khan Academy, it's very famous, maybe you heard it, Microsoft, and some more channels. Yeah, TED Ed, and so on. But you can leave it as all, and if it doesn't matter for you which video it comes from. Yeah, okay, so next we can set up the duration of the video. and minimum number of results in the video. This is the minimum number of how many times this grammar structure appears in the video. Now I'm going to show you how it works. For instance, I want to find videos that will have modal perfect. Could have, should have, would have. So I click on it. Yeah. I'm not interested in some particular channel, so here I leave it blank. I want the video no longer than 5 minutes. And for example, minimum will be 5 times. Yeah, I want could have, should have, would have to be present in this video. And let's try and search, see if there is something like this. So it's processing, yeah, but we can already see that one video was found. This is a song, I guess. Yeah, and we have here could have been, it could have been, would have overshadowed, would have thought, and so on. Or we have another, the world to watch, yeah, some clip. And maybe if we wait a bit longer, we can find some more videos, yeah. So one more time, what I did, I just selected, yeah, what I needed. In grammar for listeners, I selected modal perfect, could have, should have, would have. Here I chose the length of the video, and here the minimal number of results. I can again try to find the longer video, the shorter video. Here can be maybe more or less, yet depending on how frequent this grammar structure is. I hope I explained it clearly, because now I would like you to do a task. The task is the following. Oops. Okay, I'll show it like this. Could you try now and create a quiz with at least 5 instances of present perfect based on the video no longer than 5 minutes? Yeah, this is for the teachers who now have their computers or laptops next to them. You open this tab, search in subtitles, yeah, and just like I did, I was looking for perfect models. You will choose their present perfect, and we'll set the timer, the length of the video that you need. And if you manage to do this, please share the link in the chat. I will now give you 2-3 minutes to do this task. If you manage to do it, please send the link in the chat so that everybody can see it. Yeah, and maybe if there are some questions or something is not clear, please ask me.
So there are some comments here.
Maybe.
They like it so much. Very interesting. Thank Olga and Marcia. Thanks, Deborah.
Okay, that's good.
I think they can, for example, we just have 5 minutes, Olga, and they can, for example, after finish this
Yeah, it's absolutely okay.
workshop, because when I was at TESOL 2020, I liked it very, very much. And you know, I started doing once and twice, three times. It was very, 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 very good to prepare this.
Okay, then it's absolutely okay, yeah, to do it maybe as a homework, yeah, when there is more time. And just the last slide that I want to share is about how to use TubeQuizard at the lesson and at home as a homework. First, we can use it as extra practice after grammar presentation to highlight forms, short forms, pronunciation. Yeah, so it means that after you've presented some grammar like present perfect or past simple at this lesson or at the following lesson, you can find a quiz which will have the same grammar focus, and practice it with your students and draw their attention to the pronunciation of this structure. Next, you can use it as a controlled practice for exercises related to articles, or there, because there are some quizzes available on articles. And you can ask students, for example, first to put the article without listening, just basing on their knowledge of grammar, and then to listen and to check their answer. So it will be a kind of grammar exercise, but combined with listening and video. Next, you can use these videos as listening activity. Then you first give a gist task, some lead-in when you discuss the topic of the video. Then you give a quiz from TubeQuizard, and then another task is listening for detail, and it can partly be done at home. For example, gist at the lesson and TubeQuizard task at home. Next, you can give it as a homework. For example, to choose from several quizzes on one grammar topic. This promotes student autonomy, and maybe it's more motivating to students when they have a choice. When you found 5 videos on past simple or on present perfect, and give them an opportunity to choose what they like, or select a video and the student has to do any quiz related to it. And the last way how we can use it is grammar spotting. Grammar spotting, this is when students listen and they have to spot the grammar you want them to focus on. For instance, passives, So you just play the video and ask them to write down all the examples of passive voice that they heard. And then you can check it by showing students the subtitles. Okay, so that's all with my presentation. Thank you for your attention. Here are my contacts if you want to find me on Facebook or if you want to write me on my email. But you will have this presentation, So we have just several minutes for your questions or if something was not clear. So I'm stopping the screen demonstration.
Okay, there is a comment here coming from teacher Jacqueline. I tried to find, but it only appear videos contain the subject, not songs. Can you explain her, please, Olga? About
what
this?
do you mean the subject, not songs?
I think when you are, how to say, explain some minutes before you are using a song, a video with a song.
But that was just one, you need to wait for all the search, and there will be a number of videos. One of them can be a song, another can be an interview, another can be a TED Talk, but all of them will be on the grammar theme that you chose, and it's up to you to choose. Or if, for example, you didn't manage to choose anything, to find anything, then you can change the parameters. For example, play with the length of the video or with how many results you want to see the so it's just need to practice and wait until all the search is done and choose from the videos that you have the one that is most appropriate.
Okay, more comments. If you have any comments, please. Teacher Olga here. You can ask her, please. So, comments. Patricia Moura, thank you, teacher. Thanks, Marcia and Olga. I like it a lot. So interesting. This too, it's very interesting. Really interesting, Patricia. Thank you very much.
So anyway, the presentation that I will send, it even has some like audio, my audio commands, so you can just play them and it will be easier, I think.
More comments, people? Come on. Don't be shy.
There are no questions.
After finish this, I think Olga is going to share with me the presentation. I think it's a good idea. I can put in the description of the video after, so you can watch, rewatch, watch many times as you want to Okay. Thank you, Jussi. Thank you very much for coming. There is another comment here. I have a question just to thank you for this excellent opportunity. It was really an excellent opportunity, Liana. I agree with you. Olga is it's amazing teacher, incredible teacher.
No,
Just to come here,
just
just
an
to come
ordinary
here
teacher.
in this warm morning and showing to the teachers, to our teachers, this opportunity. I think, for example, every time, Olga, I am with my teacher, I put this banner, be the inspiration for all your students.
Mhm.
We as English teachers, as educators, we have to be the inspiration. And of course, the teachers, you are our heroes, yes, because you are in the content of our student. And Olga is our inspiration to our classes. I think more
Yeah, and
questions.
there was a comment from Jacqueline that you spent a lot of time preparing this kind of activity, but this is maybe because it's first time, because when you learn how to do it, it's really, really, really quick. You can do this quiz in 1 minute or in 20 seconds because you just click several buttons and everything happens automatically.
Teacher Clarice is asking us repeat your email. We can. You can put on the
I will
private.
write to you and you can put it here.
Okay. Thank you, Clarice, for coming. There is another friend of mine from Jacareí. Congrats, Mars and Olga. Great tips. That's it, Sergio. They were really great tips for us as English teacher. Thank you very much for coming. We have here Olga. Okay, I'm going to put it on the on the chat now.
Anyway, you will have it in the presentation on the last slide.
Okay, this is the Olga's email. I think
you can write to me.
we can write. We can write.
If you have some more questions, you can write to me.
Another comment for you, Olga. Congratulations. It was great to learn from you, teacher Olga. That's it.
Yeah, I hope you will use it, and I hope that it will save you a lot of time for preparing, because it's really easy to use. Just you need maybe to learn a bit at the beginning, and then it becomes easier.
I think there is another one. Just to thank you, providing moments to learn new tools for teachers. I want to thank teacher Olga for coming from a very distant country. Yeah. She's from Ukraine. So I think it was really our pleasure, teacher Olga, to have you
thank
today.
You.
Yeah. If you want to say some words to the teachers that are following you now, you can just to say some words.
Yeah, it's also my pleasure. It was a very interesting experience for me, because I have never talked to a group of teachers so far away from my country. That's why I hope that you picked something useful from this webinar, and that this tool will help you in preparing for the lessons.
So teachers, I think as we were talking yesterday, our workshop will finish at 11. So it's time to say goodbye, teachers from different parts of São Paulo. It was really pleasure to be here with you. Thank you, Leila. Leila is our colleague. Yes, is here. And I'm going to put. Thank you, Leila, for coming today too. Thank you. Thank you for all the teachers. And it was really a wonderful opportunity again, because, you know, in this very hard situation we are living around the world, I think it's really a great opportunity for us as English teachers just to share our experience with so many teachers from Brazil, from very parts of the world. So thank you, Olga, again for
Yeah,
coming.
thank you.
Márcia,
Yeah, I think
Márcia,
yes.
posso falar?
Sim.
Eu queria agradecer,
Sim.
né, mais uma vez, pela oportunidade que você está me dando. Como eu falo, eu não tenho muito conhecimento na língua inglesa, mas mesmo assim eu consegui acompanhar o quiz que a professora fez, achei muito interessante. E eu quero agradecê-la também e dar os parabéns por mais essa ferramenta que nós pudemos aprender, né? Muito obrigada, Olga. E Márcia, principalmente, né? Por mais uma vez aí está fazendo a diferença em trazer essas palestras maravilhosas. Parabéns, Márcia. Tenho muito orgulho de você e de estar participando mais uma vez, tá bom? Muito obrigada.
Thank you very much, Leila, for your very lovely words. And you know, you live inside my heart. You are very special for me. And Olga, again, I am responsible for some teachers, and I'm sure the teachers that didn't come today, but they have the opportunity to watch this video again, to learn this new resource to create quiz. It was really a wonderful opportunity to be in contact with you. Thank you very much for this opportunity
Thank
again.
you all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bye
Bye.
teachers. Thank you. We have some comments here, and you can read this, Olga. It's for
Okay,
you
well.
too. Yes, our love, our message, our lovely message for you too.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I will.
Bye,
Yeah, okay.
teachers.
Bye.
Bye.